My sincere gratitude to our leader Akash sir for giving us opportunity to speak on this platform again and again, time and again, I must say. And
Yes.
the team of ABCD International, they are working exceptionally hard. At the same time, please allow me to thank Yelena ma'am. She has been part and parcel of ABCD International family, and generally she is the first to join, and she always joins this amazing talk show always on time. So such education leaders we have, we feel ourselves blessed that we have such outstanding professors, education leaders, thought leaders, communicators, and speakers. I'm very happy to invite Professor Dr. Yelena, ma'am, and please
Thank you.
initiate this talk show. We would be happy, audience would be happy, ABCD International family would be happy, Rania ma'am will also be happy. Over to Yelena ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Dear ladies and gentlemen, friends, DCs, scientists, university professors, representative of international organization, distinguished guests, students, business people, I am especially grateful for the invitation, Your Excellency, Mr. Akasha Babat, and my big friends, Your Excellency Nahid Raza, best regards, my friends, Rania, to be guest honor speaker, Summit 2, entitled Professional Growth, Grow Your Career Business Leadership. I extend a special congratulations to our ABC International family and Babad International Publication, author, founder, Mr. Akash Babad is a smart, ambitious Your Excellency who has distinguished himself in the book published active on the international market to discuss the Summit 2 entitled Professional Growth, Grow Your Career, Business Leadership. It is necessary to have personal experience in career development, professionalism, leadership. My professional development in science and higher education, where I become a recognizable leader. It is not an easy part. It is full of work, failure, and success. But I have understand which failure the next success in science and position in higher education. My topic, my dear friends, Excellency, my topic today, my leading role in higher education and science. The most important motivated in my career are inspiration is my spirit and education began in my family, where it was constantly emphasized how important it was to be a learned person. When I dedicated to study natural science in high school, was accepted that I would study natural science because they are the basis of all other science, especially today, 21st century. I first chose chemistry to study, through which I gained a wide field of interest, especially in biochemistry, which is the basis of life psychological process. My professor, were bard of science, and mostly had doctorate from famous European universities, and they paid attention to each student. During my studies, I was a demonstrator. I learned a lot about what professionalism means in higher education. After completing the study chemistry development, I immediately enrolled in biology. Biology is close related to other science, chemistry, physics, and geography, especially today, application artificial intelligence, biology, science as a basic science is extremely important for medicine, phytopharmacy, dentistry, veterinary medicine, and agriculture, especially biotechnology, security, food, security, agriculture production. Through my study in biology, I learned how to define life and whether it's possible to explain it with my current knowledge. We still do not know the origin of life, but we play with life in different ways. The characteristic of life are organization, flow of energy, and matter reproduction, growth, and development response of the individual adaptation. I was very interested in this science because it studies all form of life in our planet. My interest in genetics came from my scientific mother, Professor Dr. Katarina Boroyevich, full professor of genetics in the Department of Biology at the University of Nature Science in Novi Sad, Republic of Serbia. Analyzing the overall scientific research and education activity and achieve results that were evaluated by eminent science, university professor, international cooperation, academics through the writing report for the selection full professor at several university and academics. That I made an experimental contribution in the development of science in the field of genetics and plant breeding, especially selection for weed resistance to leaf-rust pathogen, is dangerous pathogen with especially weed. The top scientific results that I achieved are completely competitive with the results of the most productive and creative European and world researcher and represent a high contribution in the promotion of science in agriculture in particular, knowledge and methodological. I pose the last scientific achievement from the contemporary science that I am involved. It is numerous generation of student all level, basic, master, PhD student. I scientific research work. I saw great extensive activity which best illustrate by published textbook, monograph, scientific book, much scientific paper, numerous participation in national and international conference, and the project. A notable and productive scientist with high competency index. I was often invited to participate in the work a large number of international and international scientific meetings, and very often not only as referee, but also a member of the organization and program committee of this meeting, precising over the section which understand undoubtedly contribute to my reputation and the reputation of both science and university in the domain of genetics, of resistance, and the breeding for pathogen. I constantly improving my work and knowledge through scientific correspondence, genetic. I The former is representative of the former my country Yugoslavia and Republic of Serbia that participate in numerous scientific meeting in the field of genetics, plant breeding, according to pathogen in European country, Russia, USA, China, Morocco, etc. According my rich scientific work, I made visible contribution in several scientific areas in field of genetics pathogen-host interaction, plant breeding, mathematical models, expression genes, provide sustainable and organic agriculture, the position of agriculture in process globalization and European integration. In my work, I qualify not only for the level full professor, head, department, vice dean, but also the faculty, advisor rector, vice rector, etc., and emphasize that I was not improved my fellow full professor academic. It results much work. And my colleagues say, only such a leader, a scientific charisma and reputation can direct by enormous scientific and pedagogical energy with continuous work with the accepted results we achieve. My results, short, manager of numerous scientific, national and international projects, accreditation several faculty and study program in scientific research, mentor for one and member commission of 16 doctoral dissertation, 110 master and master's theses, mentor of 718 graduate theses, author 708 scientific paper, published in reference journal, numerous books and study. Over 10,000 created wheat hybrid according to leaf RAS pathogen of wheat, a present or member participation in writing 1905 report selection candidate for teaching position and several university in country in foreign university, then member editor board of several international journal and reviewer is prominent genetics. I am prominent genetics and university professor and been published various encyclopedia and monograph of Republic of Serbia in the world, especially Oxford monography. My recommendation today, how skill better than diploma building a career on knowledge and experience. Today world is very different from that one lived in 5 decades ago or even 5 years ago. And these changes are notable in various aspects of everyday life in the business world. It's most important to understand that traditional part. A successful career is longer, necessary, most efficient. Skills a new currency in job market, in modern business environment, educational, science, etc. Our life. The value individual is interestingly measured the practical ability, adaptability, and consensus improvement. Independent learning is the key important. Experience on the most valuable proof of knowledge. In a career based on skills, experience, and special right, it represents concentrate proof that someone not only understand a certain field, but also know how apply knowledge in practice through project. Is build these who are willing to invest their new knowledgeable, have the opportunity to build a stable and successful career, regardless of formal education, and therefore you should join this trend as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my colleague, my friends. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so
Yelena
much.
ma'am,
I love you so much.
Yelena ma'am, the
Greetings.
way,
Friendship today. Friendship today. Greetings, my friends. Greetings.
the way, thank you, ma'am. Greetings to all. The way, ma'am, you have communicated, the passion you have, the enthusiasm you have, it makes you special. It makes you extraordinary. And I must salute you. I must salute your work. And I must salute your work for humanity. Because the way you have narrated, the way you have been doing your work with integrity and honesty, that is to be saluted. Best.
Thank you very
And
much.
please keep on contributing to society for making it better and wiser. We need
I
to have such amazing people to make this world better and wiser. And in this
you
series,
please,
thank you, ma'am.
you
Yeah,
excellency. Thank you
thank you,
very
ma'am. And
much.
right.
I
And from
work I work smart much in science, in higher education, and my colleague young student and the people in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
you're
Thank you.
most welcome. You're most welcome. And now from Serbia to Greece.
Yes, yes. Serbia
Again,
is very high temperature.
Yeah,
Very
here
yes. Okay,
also.
okay,
Here,
okay. Right. I can
same.
understand. Respected
yes.
Rania ma'am, she always contributes making the world wiser and better as Yelena ma'am has been doing same. Is communicated not only through her words but also through her presence because of her positivity, attitude, and she is always about and for education. She hardly misses any talk show where education is discussed. And all the educators, education leaders, thought leaders keep learning from Rania ma'am. And I am one of them. So without speaking much, I would like to give this floor to highly respected, very smiling face Rania ma'am. Over to Rania.
Wow, thank you so much. First, happy International Friendship Day, as Professor Dr. Jelena mentioned. It's a great opportunity here to gather all these friends for many years, Dr. Jelena, Professor Rajput, Diana Lini, it's a friend of this year, and you, uh, Dr. Naid. Oh, good afternoon. Welcome, Professor Dr. Rajput. It's a great honor and privilege to join you today. My heartfelt gratitude goes to all the organizers, Sarah Kash, Bahpato, for this wonderful opportunity, ABCD family, for creating such an inspiring platform that brings together professionals, entrepreneurs, educators, business leaders, and lifelong learners from different parts of the world. And we need to remember that your career is built by your skills, and your business grows through innovation, and your leadership is defined by the positive impact that you create in the life of others, just like Dr. Jelena mentioned. So my topic today has to do with entrepreneurial thinking and innovation, because in this era now characterized by all this rapid technological advancement, globalization, economic uncertainty, complex societal challenges, here success depends not only on acquiring technical knowledge anymore. It's not about this. It's about developing the ability to think creatively, to adapt quickly, identify opportunities, and generate innovative solutions. So this is where entrepreneurial thinking becomes essential. Entrepreneurial thinking is far more than the process of starting a business. It represents a mindset that enables individuals to recognize opportunities, solve problems creatively, embrace uncertainty, take calculated risks, and create value for the society. I mean that as entrepreneurs may establish companies, but entrepreneurial thinkers exist in every profession, including education or healthcare or science or engineering, public administration, social services, research. Innovation, in the same way, similarly, extends beyond technological inventions. Innovation is not only about technology. It's about introducing new ideas, methods, products, services, or processes that improve existing systems and address real-world challenges. So innovation transforms knowledge into practical solutions that benefit individuals, organizations, and communities. So together, entrepreneurial thinking and innovation have become essential competencies for economic growth, sustainable development, educational transformation, and global competitiveness. Nations that encourage entrepreneurial cultures are better equipped to generate employment, improve productivity, foster technological advancement, of course, respond effectively to emerging challenges. So we need to understand entrepreneurial thinking, which is actually this proactive approach towards identifying opportunities and transforming ideas into valuable outcomes. So rather than accepting existing limitations, entrepreneurial thinkers constantly ask, how can this problem be solved differently? Or what opportunities exist that others have overlooked? Or how can technology improve people's life? How can available resources be used more effectively? So entrepreneurial thinking emphasizes action rather than passive observation. And of course, it combines curiosity, creativity, resilience, critical thinking, strategic decision-making. Unlike also traditional management focused only on optimizing existing systems. On the other hand, entrepreneurship seeks to create entirely new possibilities because entrepreneurial individuals challenge assumptions, experiment with ideas, they learn from failures, and continuously adapt to changing environments. So entrepreneurial thinking, of course, is not limited by age or profession. I mean, students, teachers, scientists, engineers, policymakers can all apply entrepreneurial principles to improve their work and generate positive social impact. Now, the characteristics of entrepreneurial thinkers, it's about first opportunity recognition, because entrepreneurs actually possess the ability to identify opportunities where others see just problems. They can observe the trends, they can listen carefully to customer needs, they can analyze gaps in the market, they can anticipate future demands. For example, during the COVID pandemic, the rapid growth of online learning created opportunities for educational technology companies, for virtual laboratories, for AI tutoring systems, and digital assessment platforms. The second characteristic is creativity. Creative entrepreneurs are those who can think beyond conventional approaches. They can connect ideas from different disciplines. They can encourage experimentation. And creativity is something that often emerges from curiosity, interdisciplinary learning, exposure to diverse experiences. Problem solving, of course, because successful innovation begins with understanding who experiences the problem, why does the problem exist, what current solutions are inadequate. So effective entrepreneurs continuously refine solutions based on feedback and evidence. Risk management, entrepreneurship involves uncertainty but not reckless decision-making. So entrepreneurial thinkers are those who can evaluate potential benefits, the possible risks, the available resources, the alternative strategies, the long-term consequences. And calculated risk enables innovation, while at the same time minimizes unnecessary losses. And the most important thing is resilience, because failure is something inevitable. Is an inevitable component of innovation. Entrepreneurs learn from setbacks, they modify the strategies, they persist despite obstacles, and resilience always includes adaptability, perseverance. It includes continuous learning, emotional intelligence also, optimism, but an optimism which is grounded in facts, grounded in evidence. So many successful entrepreneurs experienced multiple failures before achieving success. This is a factor. So growth minds at the same time, which recognizes that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. Entrepreneurial individuals continuously improve by seeking feedback, learning new skills, updating knowledge, embracing lifelong learning. And remember that innovation is not invention, it's beyond invention, because innovation applies new existing ideas in ways that create measurable value. And whether this is a product innovation or process innovation or service, this is entirely a magical process. So the entrepreneurial process follows usually an iterative structure. It's not a linear sequence. And the first step is usually the opportunity identification dimension, recognizing unmet needs through observation, through research and market analysis. The second step is the idea generation, brainstorming possible solutions using creativity and design thinking techniques. The third step is validation, to testing assumptions through prototype surveys, interviews, and pilot studies. Then implementation, developing products or services while managing financial, technical, operational resources. And finally, scaling, because expanding successful innovations through partnerships, investment, market, international collaboration is very important. So this is the structure. The entrepreneurship goes along usually with design thinking also, which is one of the most influential innovation methodologies nowadays. Usually the 5 stages of design thinking is first empathize, second define, then ideate, after prototype, and finally test. Or rather than assuming what the users need, entrepreneurs first understand people's experiences before developing solutions. And the technology is, of course, a driver innovation with AI now, with Internet of Things, with big data. And finally, for concluding, we see that entrepreneurial education is something which should be integrated in the curriculum. In our countries already, in my country, Greece, it's already integrated. How we can promote project-based learning, STEM education also, encourage innovation, student innovation competitions through hackathons, robotics competitions, startup challenges, science fairs. Through hackathons, we have seen how original ideas of young people become products, and young people have the opportunity to have their own salary, become famous already at the age of 18 years old through innovation hackathons. The experiential learning and universities now, which are increasingly established all these entrepreneurial ecosystems, innovation laboratories, business incubators, startup accelerators, the industry partnership, the technology transfer centers, all these environments transform now academic research into practical solutions. And of course, let's not forget about social entrepreneurship. It's the triple bottom line theory, people, planet, profit, that now the concept of the company's success has changed, has evolved. We don't talk about only economic profit. We talk about how we can promote the 3 dimension, the social dimension, the economic dimension, of course, the profit, but also the environment. Not all entrepreneurship aims to maximize profit. Women in entrepreneurship, but of course sustainability now, because modern entrepreneurship increasingly incorporates environmental responsibility. So, of course, there are challenges, usually for those who want to have their own startup, financial constraint, regulatory complexity. In Europe, for example, the regulatory framework is very unfriendly for those who want to launch a startup, especially in climate entrepreneurship, the market competition, technological change, cybersecurity. And finally, the leadership, because entrepreneurial leaders are those who can communicate a clear vision, they can empower their teams, support collaboration, make evidence-based decisions. And of course, leadership of today requires emotional intelligence, ethical responsibility, digital literacy, and global awareness. So the future trends, I think, in the entrepreneurial thinking has to do with, of course, AI. Space also entrepreneurship is something which has started to become popular. The bio-entrepreneurship advances in biotechnology, biology, the circular economy, the digital entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial education, all these are the new trends. And before concluding, entrepreneurial thinking and innovation have become necessary competencies in today's world because they empower individuals to actually transform challenges into opportunities, create meaningful solutions, and generate economic, social, environmental value, what I said about the triple bottom line theory. So entrepreneurship is no longer confined to launching businesses. It is a way of thinking that encourages curiosity, resilience, creativity, and lifelong learning. And innovation serves as a bridge between ideas and impact, enabling societies to address pressing global issues such as climate change, healthcare, etc. And ultimately, entrepreneurial thinking is about creating value, it's about embracing change and shaping a better future. Thank you very much for your patience and your attention. Thank you.
Rania ma'am, you have left no topic, no subject, and you have covered quite comprehensive, humanistic, and I must say very visionary. The articulation was extraordinary, horizontally and vertically. I sincerely appreciate the way you have spoken, all the things you have taken. And I'm very happy, along with all these points, you have covered environment as well at the end. So, my sincere appreciation as well as gratitude for being so enthusiastic and passionate speaker. And please keep blessing the audience and ABCD International family. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, over. We have been waiting for a very, very knowledgeable mentor of this platform, a smiling face. And I will not take much of your time. And we are going to respected none other than Professor Dr. P.K. Rajput, sir. Our to respected Rajput, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nahi, sir. And my sincere respect and regards to all the respected members. Happy Friendship Day. Thank you, ABCD International. Thank you, Rania ma'am, for always inspiring. Thank you, Professor Jelena, because I was just listening what Dr. Rania was taking your name, and I can see Dr. Nalini madam. Namaste to Nalini madam as well. Again, on this platform, sir, Nahi, sir, you always make a difference. So my sincere regards, respect, and gratitude to you. And once again, thanks to Akash, because I was just waiting that his book, which is about to come, which is becoming Amazon bestseller or not. So I was just putting my fingers always every hour that yes, how much it has been achieved or reached anyhow. Right. So we're waiting for that because we all have contributed, and we know that ABCD International and Akash will start leading it. Sir, today my topic was basically on the leadership, that is, grow your career, business, and leadership. This was my basic topic was there. So I thought, let me talk about my own self, which is very, very important, because it always says success is not about reaching the top of the mountain. It is always, you can say, it has been noted that becoming the kind of the person who deserves to stand there. It is about becoming a kind of the person who deserves there. Right? This is very important. It is not that you reach to the highest level of the thing, but no, there is something different is there in that. So on this great platform, and I once again give my gratitude to Akash because he has invited me where I am able to speak on my own story, because a story of a young boy, 20 years old, when I started my career, who had absolutely no idea where life would take him, because after I was in the engineering college, left the engineering college, joined the medical profession, because I used to like the medical profession. The reason was very simple, that it alleviates the human suffering. The people, they talk about the medicine, which is very, very important. But at the same time, the other part of the story was that before joining this profession, I was not an author. I was not speaking in the different countries. I was simply a young professional who was not able to speak properly, right? Coming from the college, not understanding the values and all. But the only one thing was there, the zeal and zest was there in my mind that there's something has to be achieved. That attitude of achieving was very, very important in my mind. So my first job was not glamorous because when I started as a medical representative, I don't know people they know about it or not, but it was not very glamorous job. But I took it in a very, very positive way. I thought, no, let me make it more glamorous because when the success will come, when the results will come, everybody will start clapping for me, which is very, very important. So there were the days when I used to meet the doctors, they rejected me. There was a time when we are not able to get the prescriptions. So many things were there. But that rejection, that all rejection and dejection has never ever pulled me down. That has always given me an opportunity that what can be done better, how it can be done better. It has added me a word of resilience, how I can be a resilient to achieve that particular thing. And that the journey was continued because that every challenge which I was facing, I took it as an opportunity, right? I took the hurdles as an opportunity, which was very important. And every failure which I used to get it when I was a representative or when I was an area manager or as a region manager, it is not like the journey of full of rose petals. There were a lot of thorns were there, right? And to take out the thorns, working on that, that's making a difference. So success, the career, the success did not change my life. The attitude did not change my life. My daily habits that changed my life, that how to become more competent. That's why I always speak and I always say that I should be more competent as compared to yesterday. I should be more accountable as compared to yesterday. So if this level of increasing the accountability and the competency level will increase, we all will be able to learn a lot, which is important. And that's why I always say my journey continues of learning and learning and learning, becoming, sharpening myself, which is important. So anybody and everybody, it is not that a younger person or a person junior to me, I cannot sharpen my learning. I am ready to sharp, and that's why I keep on sharpening it. So the another lesson was there that people they always ask me because now they see me on this level that they ask me what is the secret behind a successful career. So they don't see that there was lot of the hurdles were there were the stones were there were the thorns were there in the successful career. So my answer is very same. Career is not built by the degrees. Business is not built by the money. Leadership is not built by designation. They are built by the hard work, the resilience, the attitude, the trust, which is important. So when you have this, then the people will say that there is the integrity is there, right? And with all these things, which people will be able to follow. And since I have worked with a professional company, which is a very big company, pharma company, so company, I always say it grows because customer trusts them. Their own team person, they trust them. The leaders, they trust each other. And the family, they stay together because the trust is there. So by your attitude, by your aptitude, by your integrity level, by my willingness to learn and to adopt, which is important, and ability to serve others, be humble. So world today does not need more managers and all. It needs more leaders. And that's why we keep on talking on this platform that yes, we have to lead it, not from the front. We have to give an opportunity to the other people to lead it, right? And if they are leading it, we are the true leaders. That is the right way. So leaders who create opportunities instead of waiting for them. So that's why we have to create the opportunities, which is important. Then success is, again, I will say another point that today, I want each one of us, I always ask for myself just one question. What job do I want? Or instead of that, what problems do I can solve it? When I call and talk to the leaders, I don't say that what job you are doing it. Be ready to solve the problem. Today, the leaders are supposed to be a problem solver. And if they are able to solve the problem, they will be able to clear the path for other people to rise, which is very important and which is the need of the hour. Because people who solve the problem never struggle to build career. Career will just come because from that level to my senior vice president level, that career started coming. I was not saying that how I will achieve. I was thinking that how I'm able to build the next ladder, next step, which was very, very important, Naisa. So I would like to leave all of us with the great personalities here, that which is the one great thought which has guided me throughout my journey and still guiding me, that My career is what I had earned. My business is what I had built. But my leadership is what the people remember long after when I am not here. Right? It is not when you are there in the room, the people should remember. It is there when you are not there in the room, people should remember that legacy which is important. Right? And that's why I can say today, the great people, Dr. Rania Madam, Professor Jelena, you yourself, Nahis sir, Akash, as a young boy, Nalini Madam, right? So many people who are a part of this group, they are leading it, they are proving it. So let us dream fearlessly, learn continuously, which we all learn from each other, because the future does not belong to the most qualified person. Most qualified, no. The future it belongs to the person who never ever stop learning, who is always humble, who is always compassionate, who always respect the other people, who always be more humiliative. That is very important. So thank you so much, and I can say thank you, sir, for keep inspiring me. Thank you, madam, or everybody who has joined me. Thank you for inspiring me, making me always curious to learn, and always keep elevating my level so that I can learn further and I can share further. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Starting in a very humble way and reaching at the top. And rejections, frequent rejections, aided not only developed a personality but also formed character. Sir has had a resilience. He collected himself. The next morning was the next day to script a new chapter of the history. And today he is an author, writing many books, having written many books. Resilience, vision, leadership, empowering subordinates. So it is a management lecture, reflection lecture, and there were many lectures together in one lecture. Thank you very much, Rajput sir, for making us better and wiser in a very short span of time. And you have spoken in very less words, but the meaning we could infer is with volume with us. I hope we will execute all these. These are indeed words which will help us in this journey. So sincere gratitude to Rajput sir for making this platform great wisdom and vision. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you. Respect and gratitude to
Yeah,
you and everybody. Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. And now, a resource person herself, and she keeps on traveling to make teaching, community, and fraternity better, education leaders wiser, and she is always there in and for education cause. And she is none other than highly respected Nalini Asthana ma'am, and she keeps on making us wiser and better. Over to respected Nalini Asthana ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaskar to everyone. Globally, it's a friendship day, so we are the friends who are trying to bring the change in the community, in the society, and I really highly respect each individual who is doing his or her bit to bring the change in the society. That is the best thing which we can bring forth. And I really thank Nahid sir for giving me the opportunity to speak. And the biggest power and gratitude goes to none other than Akash sir, who has always made us together to talk about the best practices of life. Not only education, not only of any other thing, but not about growth, not about personality, but for the best practices of life to become a human being in a humane manner. So, as the topic says, grow your career, business, and leadership. Growth does not happens by chance. And the example was Rajput sir, though he left, but I would quote that. And it happens when vision is supported by learning, courage, consistency, and purposeful action. And this is always advocated by Rania Lampu. Always she talks about this. So, once again, a hearty welcome to all the people gathered here. And it is a privilege to address you all on the topic of career growth, business, and leadership. In the past, success was happened measured by qualification, job titles, years of experience, and size of an organization where you are working. Today, the meaning of success has changed and has evolved multifold. We live in an age where knowledge is expanding rapidly, technology is transforming, and new opportunities are emerging every day. Therefore, growth is no longer about merely moving forward, it is about becoming more capable, adaptable, innovative, and impactful. Career, business, and leadership may appear to be three different journeys, but they are closely interconnected with each other. A successful career requires leadership qualities. To grow a business needs a clear vision and a strong people behind that organization. And the example is none other than our Akash sir itself. Effective leadership demands continuous learning, resilience, and the ability to create value for the others. So, career growth is not only about receiving a promotion or earning a high salary, it is all about developing expertise, expanding and your perspectives, and becoming someone who can contribute meaningfully to the society. In today's professional world, qualification may open the first door, but skills, attitude, and adaptability determines how far we can progress. To grow our career, we must ask ourselves, what new skill do I need to develop? How can I remain relevant in the changing world? Am I only completing task, or I am creative also, or creating some values to the organization? What impact do I want to make through my work? So these questions are the relevant question if we are asking, and that is called self introspection. If we are doing that and then doing growing in our career, that is actual career growth. The most successful professionals are lifelong learners, as Yelena ma'am said. They keep learning. Until date, she is learning and she is talking about the same thing. I really salute her for this. They do not wait for change to force the to learn, but they prepare themselves before change arrives to them. So do not define your career only by position you hold. Define it by the values you create, the people you influence, and the positive difference you make in the society. I may not be an author of a book, but I am pretty sure I write here on people's heart. Yesterday's incident is there. I was in a CBSC CBP and I was conducting a session on art integration. When I started, the class was quite gloomy and people were talking about how and what all this is happening, why art integration is needed. And Nahid sir, Sanchita ma'am being the principal, and Lohani sir being the principal of the schools, you people can understand what is CBP in India nowadays, how teachers are taking it. Okay, so it was a very gloomy kind of a situation, but the moment I started talking about from the very scratch, from the very first place of our life, our home and our kitchens, where we have started the skill development, where we have started doing the artistry. A temperament has grown, where my mother taught me how to fold a handkerchief, where my mother asked me how to knead the floor. Those all incidents are related to our artistic temperament, isn't it? And sir, after the tea break itself, people were behind me going round and round asking, Mom, from where you get all these examples? I said, this is an experiential learning and passing you the same. I don't have any prescribed book or testimony to give you all, but whatever I have learned, I'm passing it to you all. That is the only way. And girls, this all you all are doing, and you will be doing, you are just not aware of it. That you are doing art integration in every aspect. The security guard who saluted me and opened the gate for me and allowed my car to enter where there is no some such system of car entering in the gate, that is also an artistic behavior which has been taught by your leaders to that guard. Isn't it, sir? Nahid, sir, with you. Will you agree to it? Yes, of course. Thank you, Sanchita ma'am. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Loani sir. Exactly. These are the artistic behavior, and this is there in we all, and we have to just inculcate that. So I hope you all remember my story. How many of you remember my story? And I will continue with the story the same. The girl is still there. That girl is still there. And now this girl is grown up girl, and she is now 18 to 20 years old, and now she has taken up a profession of a teacher. She enters the classroom every morning with all her lesson plans, books, and the warm smile as always. People call her with different names, ma'am, miss, this and that. But deep inside, she carries only one thing, that I am a learner and I will remain a learner. In the early years, she believed teaching means giving answers. She worked hard, prepared carefully, and wanted every lesson to be perfect. Yet one day, while speaking to a group of children from a marginalized community, a little girl asked, "Ma'am, will education really change my life?" And that question was a turning point in that teacher, from that girl to a teacher, the girl who has converted to a teacher. That evening, that teacher realized that personal growth is not measured by how much we know, but by how deeply we listen. From that day onward, she stopped teaching only from the textbook, and she began to teach them from experience, empathy, and purpose. This girl kept on traveling cities to villages to schools to countries and globally. She trained thousands and thousands of teachers. She guided thousands of parents, encouraged young learners, and embraced new ideas from foundation literacy to digital citizenship, from life skill to artificial intelligence in education. Every workshop became a classroom for her own growth, not only to enlighten those people. There were challenges, long journeys, sleepless nights, going without food, changing educational policies, working on the policies in a practical manner, and moment of self-doubt, whether I'll be able to reach there, whether I'll be able to teach them, whether I'll be able to bring the impact on them. And these all doubts always keep haunting her mind. But she discovered that growth does not happen when life is easy. It happens when we continue working despite of uncertainty and unknowingly going on and on and on. She understood then that the best version of herself was not created by the awards or the salaries or the titles or the applause she is receiving, but it will be created if she brings the impact in one single life. It happens. And it was created through every child she encouraged, every teacher she empowered, every parent she listened to, and every day she chose to learn again and again. So her journey continues, sir. I hope, Nahi sir, you are enjoying my story. Yes. This girl continued her story, and not as a small girl, now she is a woman with a family who has arrived, but she didn't stop her personal growth or the professional growth. She kept on growing, kept serving, and kept becoming the best version of hers. The best version of hers, it was not found in a single achievement, let me tell you. It is built day by day through courage, compassion, and the willingness to keep learning. So, one day she heard a question from a um, teacher that, ma'am, will I be able to bring the change in children's life? I said, definitely, if you think that you can. And that day she tried to bring the change by talking to that teacher and said that I will try to help you not to grow as a teacher but to convert to you as a motivator. And sir, that happened. That teacher, the teacher the girl touched, was now a big known by for her motivational, as known as a motivational speaker. Second thing happened, that students whom she touched, they became top notch of India, working as IPS, IAS, doctors, engineer. To one of the student, when she came to know that he has achieved 16th position in IAS exam in 2017, 63rd position in 2017, she congratulated that boy that, Anurag, I am very happy for you that you have become an IAS officer. And I really feel quite proud that I was your teacher. And the remarks she heard from that child, or the reward which she heard from the child, was heartwarming. He said, the reason to become an IPS is you, my teacher, who taught me 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and 2 into 2 is also 4. And that is the reason I am here today. Otherwise, nobody was able to turn the stone this side. So these are the things, and this story will continue in our third episode as well. So here I am just stopping, taking a pause on the story, and the story will continue. I would just like to sum up with few things, which few top the sayings which is required to bring the change in life or growth to happen. Is the very basic thing is, which I would like to talk about. The very first thing I will say, not the basic, but the very first thing is that, am I audible? Thank you. Become valuable before you become visible. Okay? Become valuable before you become visible. So, what position do I want? As we mature, the question changes of what value can I create? And when we begin to lead, the question becomes how many people can grow in the presence of mind. If this is our thing, then only you can become a valuable person in the life. And we have the biggest example in our life, none other than our president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He began his journey with a very humble roots and faced several challenges. Yet he did not allow circumstances to define the boundaries of his dream. Through learning, perseverance, dedication, and he became a distinguished scientist and later our president. My heartfelt salute and gratitude to that man who brought the change in our country. I always appreciate his doing because he was a learner lifelong. And I really pray to Almighty that I should also get a death like him. Between my people, in the gathering of my people, where I feel that I am being acknowledged. So I have presented, once I have presented, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I have presented one webinar in which I talked about inscribe before you describe. In the book, you can describe, but you can inscribe on the hearts and the minds of people. So inscribe before you describe. This was the topic of my PPT by that time in the webinar. Then the second point is turn vision into values. Only if you are visionary won't work. You have to turn it into values. Every great business begins with a vision. But vision without action remains only a beautiful idea. And business, if you want to grow your business, not merely expanding revenue, increasing customers, or opening new branches will not work. Sustainable business growth is about identifying a need, offering a meaningful solution, and building a relationship rooted in trust. What Mr. Akash Babat is doing. Example is right in front of us. Even we can talk about Kiran Majumdar Shah, the founder of Bicon. She entered the biotechnology sector at the time when the field was unfamiliar to many people. And then she brought the opportunity, entrepreneurship with very limited sources, but she did that. So there are many such examples like that. Then move from authority to influence. Leadership is not about having a chair. And Mr. Lohani, Mr. Raza, and Sanchita Bhattacharya is facing this dance every day as principal. I can very well guess it out. Yes, your chair is very hot and nobody sees the thorns in it. The thorny cushion which is laid there under it, I can only understand because I have been both side of the table. So I can understand. So it is not a title, it is not a power, but it is a responsibility which you three of us, you are doing every day. So leadership is the ability to create clarity in uncertainty. Where nothing is working, you work. You make your team work. You give the courage in difficulty and confidence to others to work better and better. And with your putting the gun on your shoulder, everybody says, मैम तो है ना, सर तो है ना, सर करवा लेंगे. मेरे प्रिंसिपल ने कहा है, and that statement is complete. Later the principal will be hanged till death, no worries, but मेरे प्रिंसिपल ने कहा है. And this happens. And in our community, the biggest example was Ratan Tata, if you remember. The man who has influenced thousands and thousands of lives post his death also. He's not there, but still he did. Then the courage to begin again. And the example was Mr. Rajput in our community. He talked about from engineering to pharmaceutical. He's not there to listen all this, but still I will quote him. So it is like that, the courage to begin again and start, and the power of growth mindset. If we have that, then only we can change the world. A growth mindset changes not only the language, not only the society, but the entire human community. Instead of saying, I cannot do this, if we teach people that you can learn and do it, try. You can try, just try. It looks difficult, but it is not that difficult. And we, the ladies of India or ladies of anywhere, we are in habit of turning the stone from this side to that side. One small loop is converted into a big pullover within nights, 2 nights or 3 nights, isn't it? a small little loop. When we start knitting, we start with one loop and we make it a big, full, complete dress for the person. So, sixth powerful principle of sustainable growth is learn continuously, build your personal brand with authenticity, not here and there. And third, build relationship, not just network. Number four, embrace change with courage. Number five, lead with EI, emotional intelligence, and serve through self, and then create growth beyond yourself for everybody who is attached with you. So, with these words, I will just end my topic, or I will sayings, and grow your career with competency, grow your business with courage, grow your leadership with compassion, and grow your legacy by helping others to rise and grow. Thank you so very much, Naik sir, Akash sir, and everybody present here. Thank you so very much for listening me so carefully.
Nalini ma'am, you were spellbound. We were failing to blink our eyes. The way you were narrating. In first episode, I understood the story. Second, I understood it more. And I know that girl. You can understand my comprehension power. Right. And the way you have been going into detail, it shows your leadership skills. The way you express with empathy and emotions, again very crucial and important part of leadership. And the way you have been building these stories, because you are resource person yourself, and you take things from very simple way. And I'm very confident that you are training teachers in Delhi and NCR, so we can understand the potential you have. Still, you are very humble, very polite. It is your strength. It makes you different, ma'am. So my sincere gratitude to Nalini, ma'am, for being so articulate, for being so humble, and at the time to engage all the speakers in her talk and conversation. She had made her talk into conversational ways. So, sincere gratitude, Nalini ma'am, and please keep coming to this platform for our wisdom and betterment. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Surely, sir. Surely, sir. And it is my
And
duty to keep my people aware that what I am talking. Otherwise, half of the people leave the show and go. So, those who are there, they should feel connected. That is our duty. So, thank you so very
yes,
much, sir. And thank you,
that is
Akash, sir.
our duty. That is our duty, and we must appreciate Yelena, ma'am.
Yes.
She was in the beginning, she is in the middle. She is very enthusiastic educator, and we learn lot many things, and her love blessings are very unconditional, and she expresses in limitless ways, limitless.
Agreed.
So she is superhuman being. Now from Delhi to Mumbai, from one resource person to other resource person, from one encyclopedia to other encyclopedia, from one very good human being to other very good human being. Over to Sanchita ma'am. Please, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar. Hope I am audible to all. Thank you, sir. As said, as Nalini ma'am was speaking, I was just wondering, oh my God, how well we match with each other's thoughts. Because whatever she said was exactly what was running through my mind. And I thought of speaking. Now the entire script has been has to be, changed. Right? So first and foremost, let me take this opportunity to wish each and everyone a very happy Friendship Day. As we call ourselves friends and we are in one of community. So we are all here to help one another in wisdom and knowledge and learning. So the highest in me bows down to the highest of you. Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, all the community members. As I talk about the topic itself is very, very, luring because we can speak for hours and hours, days on this particular topic, that is growth, business, leadership. Now, when I talk about growth, the first thing, the growth will not come easily. The growth will come when you will leave your comfort zone. When you leave your comfort, when one leaves the comfort zone, and that's where the growth comes. And this is a very good example I will tell you here that when I shifted from Mumbai and I came into Vidhar, and the place where I was residing, I think I've said it earlier also once, one of the webinars, one of the places I've said. Just below, in front of my house, there was a very big lamppost. And one night at around 11 o'clock, I saw a boy was sitting down and he was writing something. He was in standard 8 or so. So first day I saw and the police fella came and he just, told him to go. The same thing happened the second day. After 2-3 days, I just went down at the same moment because I was becoming curious to know, is the boy coming every day? And slowly the curiosity started, increasing. I went down and I asked the boy, why are you here? What are you doing? He said, madam, I'm studying. My exams are there. I said, which class you study? He said, something 8th or 9th standard. I said, remember, it's a way back story. So I said, then go home and study. He said, मेरे घर में light नहीं है, light पंखा नहीं है. So I said, अच्छा, तो फिर क्या बनना है आपको? So he said, policeman बनना है. Very honest reply. I said, what your mother does? He said, my mother goes and works as a maid in 2-3 houses. He didn't have a father. So I don't know, something made me a little, disturbing. So I said, ठीक है, घर आकर पढ़ो. Come over home and पढ़ो. बोलते नहीं, मैं यहीं पे ठीक हूँ मैडम. जैसा मेरा वर्क हो जाएगा, मैं चला जाऊंगा अपने घर. तो मैं सो जाऊंगा, फिर 2-3 घंटे बाद सुबह हो जाएगी. But I was very disturbed. I shared this with my husband. So he said, so what are you ultimately planning to? So I said, let the boy come inside and study. So then slowly he came. I called him home. I helped him in his work. And then afterward, I left that place, Vani. It's in Varora, Vani, near Yavatmal district. And after many, many years, he happened to meet me at one of the functions. So I said, I didn't recognize. He said, madam, namaste. He touched my feet. I said, okay, namaste. So my manager, I didn't recognize you. He said, ma'am, मैं वही बंदा हूँ, वही बच्चा हूँ जिसको आपने खाना खिलाया, आपके घर में मुझे जगह दी थी पढ़ने के लिए. Believe me, Naid sir, that it was full of people. It was a very big gathering, and tears flowed down my eyes. I think that is the work, as we say that. जब हम बोलते हैं कि we are sitting on a hot seat, yes, we don't want any kind of recognition, but this recognition is nothing more than an award when we see these type of children, they grow, because they know that they don't have anything else. They don't have any support. Whatever they have to do it themselves only. And that is that actual growth. So I said, what are you doing? He said that he's some police patil or something. He said in one of the tribal area में police patil है. I said, chalo, very good. So your dream has come true. He said, नहीं मेरा madam, my dream is not yet fulfilled. I said I want to become a very big policeman, and I will try till my last breath. I said, God bless. So why this story I'm saying? Because When you come out of your comfort zone, when you know that there is nothing and whatever you have to do, you only have to do, you will definitely become, so you will only understand what you have to do for your growth. And your career will only grow when you will have certain skills to develop. When you grow your skills, automatically you will grow. Now, sitting in this platform, there are many, all they have blessed with different skills. Some are very good speakers. Now, since we are all writing authors, everybody is writing. When I read, I said, oh my God, I may not be that competent enough. But when I read about others' books, but that means everybody has got their own parameters. So you have to develop your skill. And today, NEP 2020, it says that develop your skill. In another 4 years, we are running 26 out in the year 2030. I think there will be one nation, one education, where the first thing will be asked is what is your skill, with lots and lots of AI coming up. So we are all scared that AI may take out of our work. But no, because AI also is made by some human being. So if you learn the skill, you are safe. But if you don't learn the skill, then of course there is a question mark. So your career will definitely grow when you know the skill. Then now what is about successful career? You all speak about success story, success, success. So what is the success story is all about? Is it only about earning? सिर्फ पैसे कमाना success है? Although that auto wala who rides the auto is also successful, he is also successful. He is very happy. As in salana, mahina mein 30,000 kama leta hu, ma'am, I am very happy about it. Is that a success? I don't think that is a success. Of course, there may be, differences, there may be exceptions, but I don't think that is a success. So success is about discovering your strength. What is your strength? Where you will be there standing in front of thousands and creating a difference. That is your success. Then creating opportunities. Today we are working for somebody, but definitely we are creating in such a manner, we are learning in such a manner that we create opportunity for somebody. We create a platform for somebody where they get the opportunity. Today we are working for somebody. Tomorrow we are creating a platform for somebody who will get the opportunity to speak, who will get the opportunity to work. And that is where the success will lie. And then it is not about building profit. I don't believe in this, building profit. But yes, again, it is building a responsibility and inspire others to become better. And today's generation, all these pointers are missing. All these pointers are missing. Very sorry to say, I'm sitting in a hot seat where every day I struggle, to make a point to the teachers, to the students, to come up as a great human being, to give thousands and thousands of explanations, thousands and thousands of examples. But today's generation is much different, very, very different. So we need to inspire them. We need to give them some better examples. We need to give them some better quotations rather, or better practice. Now, 3 questions that always hit my mind. The 3 questions always hit my mind, that how we can shape success. So success, काम पे उतरे हैं तो success तो चाहिए भाई. So कैसे, how we can build in success, how we can shape our success. The first question that comes is career. That is our first topic of our today's webinar. Now, career, when I talk about career, let us ask us the first question: what am I capable about? मैं किस काम में माहिर हूँ? What am I capable? Am I capable of speaking? Am I capable of writing? Am I capable of showing something and get the work done? The people will follow. Am I very good orator? Am I very good speaker? Am I very good change maker? Then you have to understand, you have to design, you have to define yourself. Nobody else will tell you. You can only be your own creator. आप ही अपना खुद का creator बन सकते हो. Nobody else in the earth can tell you you are best at this, you are best at this. You can only define yourself. So you have, for that, to know my capability, I have to know first my strength. What is my strength? Very important. आजकल के बच्चों को पता ही नहीं कि उसका strength क्या है. They don't know what is their strength. Even many elders, many adults, we don't know what is our strength, what we can do. And when we say that you are good at, no, ma'am, we are not. ये हमसे नहीं होगा. I said, try yourself. And when they try, when they are given that platform, and when they go, when they come up in a very successful way, they say, oh, I didn't know that I can do this. So identify yourself. You have to self-identify. And for that, you need to know your strength. Then you have to develop the right skill. Whatever is your strength you have, according to that, you have to develop the right skill. Then whatever you're doing, actually, whatever, any damn profession you are in, you should have a passion for that. You have to have a passion. You have to have a purpose. Why are you into this? If I am into the teaching profession, why I am into this? Like from my childhood, teaching was the second platform. Teaching was not the first. That was always a plan B. My plan A was I wanted to become an air hostess. I wanted to fly to different places. Because I'm very fond of traveling, nature, people. I love to talk to people, to different people. That was my way out. But when I knew that this is not possible because my father has got a lot of other commitments to fulfill, and then I told my father, okay, don't worry, I will take care of my own expenses. All education expenses, I will only do it. And then I knew it was not possible. So then came the plan B. And plan B was teaching. Yes, I could talk. I at home used to study. I could become a teacher. All my plans used to become my students. So this is how we slowly developed that. So you need to have your purpose and you need to have passion for that. And believe me, wherever, anytime anybody tells me, ma'am, bolna hai, I'm always ready for it. For that, sometimes it comes all of a sudden. There is no preparation. Ma'am, please speak. So that is the passion I've got. Anytime, in the middle of the night, or if somebody tells me, ma'am, you need to say, okay, fine, I'm ready for that. So that passion has to be there. Now, next time is when I'm already done with the career, and now I have to move it, I have to transform it into business. Then what values do I create? Begins your own identity. Very important. So business can be anything. Any damn thing. A person selling roadside thing also is a business. A person sitting in a mall and selling is also a business. And the person sitting internationally and creating, that is also a business. But then if you want to make a business, then you should have the courage to take the risk. If you are ready to take the risk, I think you can create what I should say. You can create what you want to become. And that is where it needs nowadays business, where we really need to work is on a sustainable growth, as Nalini ma'am quoted, and of course innovations. Because today, every single day, as you keep on serving, you will see new innovations coming. Thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he's coming up with so many new innovations. Make in India, they are coming up with so many new innovations. Really, India is growing. But this has to continue. It should not stop. It should not stop at one place. I've done my job, now it's over. It has to be carried forward. That legacy has to be carried forward. The legacy has to be taken away from one person to another, from another person to another. Then only we can grow. And then, last but not the least, comes is your leadership. Now, whenever I talk about leadership, my first question comes is, how do I inspire anybody? I still remember in Nagpur when I was working for a CBSE school, I had a principal, she's still working in one of the prestigious schools in Nagpur. Now, the earlier which school she was, now she's not there. And it was her birthday and a teacher's day together. It was all the same day. And in the lunch, I just stood up and I said, ma'am, I want to become like you. So she was sitting, she just got up and said, Sanchita ma'am, why you want to become like me? Become you become your own and inspire others. Let others become like you. Let others change to become like you as you are changing to become like me. Create your own aura. And that sentence, that quote still hurts, it still hits me. I tell my counterparts, now I tell my teachers, my colleagues, no, You create your own brand, you create your own example. Let others feel, become a trendsetter. Let others copy you. बहुत अच्छी बात है, लोग हमें copy करते हैं. But why only copying the pehnawa? Why only copying the dress code or the designs what I'm wearing? Copy the vision. Copy the knowledge. That is more important now. If you're doing that, if you're capable of that, definitely go ahead. And this always reminds me of a beautiful dialogue of Spider-Man. With great power comes the great responsibility. And leadership has to have the responsibility. You cannot give it on to somebody else and you cannot just sit like that and relax. It is just not possible that way. A leader has to create confidence. नहीं बोलने वाले को भी बोलने लगाओ. That is what the leader does. Leader never comes forward and always stands. Leader makes you come forward. Leader is always behind the screen. Leader is always and should be behind the screen. If you're a good leader, you should always be behind the screen. Then leader builds people. Leader always builds people. लोग बनाते हैं leaders. Then leaders takes responsibility. Leaders never just drop the responsibility to somebody else. Leaders always take the responsibility on their own. Okay, you also do, I will also do. We both will work together. That is a great leader. Then lead by example. Give examples. Do it, and when people will see that my leader is also working along with me, so definitely the people who are just sitting idle or just thinking they will also come forward. If we can do, why not I? And I believe this thing every single day. Whenever I see my seniors working, whenever I see, especially Naik sir, Akash sir, when I see you people, I really feel that, oh my God, if they can do till now, why can't I? Let me take a plunge. Let me try at least. I will fail, but let me take a try. So that is very important, to take a try, to give a try. That is, until and unless you don't come out, you will not be able to learn. I sometimes, I'm very bad. I cannot drive. I cannot ride. I tried to learn cycle. I fell down. I fractured my leg, and I was off. And today, when I tell others that until unless you don't fall, you will not rise. You will not rise. So you fall, and the leader will be there to make you stand again on your feet and will say, "Chalo, आगे बढ़ो." वो ये नहीं कहेंगे कि हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, तुम हमारे साथ हो. And again, it reminds me of very great movie, दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, शाहरुख खान वर्ड, that मैं तो निकल पड़ा हूँ, मेरे पीछे कारवा जरूर है, मैं पीछे मुड़ के देखूंगा नहीं, और मुझे पता है कि कारवा पीछे है, इतना ट्रस्ट है मुझे. So that is what is the work of a leader. You have to lead. You don't have to show. You have to just lead. And a very big example is Akash ji. In such a young age, he is doing wonderful job. He's giving us platform. Who knew that once I could write? Who knew that I could speak? And Rajput sir is one of the examples. Nalini ma'am is example. Janila ma'am is an example. I really look upon at them, and you are, of course, exceptional, sir. Now, success formula. I always believe in a success formula because children, everybody, they want a formula though. Success ka formula chahiye. So what is the formula? Formula is nothing, vision. You should have a vision, plus you should have a skill, plus you should have the courage. And you should have a consistency. If you are consistent in your work, if you're consistent in your plans, if you're consistent in growing, maybe the growth may be just a tortoise walk. Still, if you are following that, and if you are following the values of life, very important today's date, we are forgetting the values. It is not there. Our time we had moral science, we taught moral. Then it's moral science, the name was changed, it became life skill. And today we don't have anything. Neither we have got moral nor we have got life skill. Could be nahi hai. You see, no respect, no values today. So you create this, and when you create all these things together, you are creating a lasting success. Lasting. A success kabhi jayegi. And now to sum up, I think I've spoken a lot. There are many others also to speak ahead. So always remember, don't build your career. At least I have done that. Don't build your career, build competence. What are you good at? Very, very important. Then don't build business. So I guys, because it will come somewhere or the other. Build value. Today we really need values. We really need respect. It is not happening. Then don't just become a leader. You build people, you make people. Your career is your journey. Your business is your creation, and your leadership is your legacy. Your leadership should be carried forward by somebody else, and they should carry in the same way as you did. And of course, with some new innovation. And now, chalte, the success is not measured by how high you rise, but how many lives become better because of you. So don't chase success, build a value, and success will automatically follow. With this quote, I end my words over here. I end my topic over here. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you, Nahid sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Nalini ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I must appreciate, first of all, your attitude and enthusiasm.
Thank you, sir.
Success is uncomfortable. Leadership is about responsibility.
Yes,
When we become leader, we create leaders.
right.
So entire articulation was relevant, effective, and deeply expressive. Detail was profound lecture in itself. And I feel and I gather it that due to this much experience you have given us today in few words, so we must appreciate and extend profound gratitude to good self for being so proactive, expressive, and enthusiastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Now
so
I
much.
am coming back to my own state. I am going to invite my neighbor, my friend, my well wisher. He is a very good principal. He is outstanding teacher of English grammar and English literature, and he has equal command on Hindi. He is very affectionate, he is very honest, and what he says he does. He is a very committed gentleman. Over to, and today is Friendship Day, moreover. So I would like to invite my friend, my brother, my neighbor, and whatnot. Over to Cassie Lohani, sir.
Thank you, Nahid sir. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity and greetings to everybody, all the great educators of the world and distinguished guests. Namaste from my side and happy Friendship Day to everybody. And my heartfelt and warm greetings to Yelena ma'am, Nalini ma'am, Nahid sir, and Rania ma'am also. I always say Nahid sir is the tiger of India. In many of the platforms I have said, there is a reason behind that. A tiger never looks back. A tiger never looks back. So that quality is with the Nahid sir. In the same way, our respected Naliman, the tigress of India, the courage to go ahead in life, she is having that courage. That bravery and courage, she is having that. So I salute to Nalli ma'am and Nahil sir. Our respected Rania ma'am and Yelena ma'am, they are really, really oceans of knowledge. We must have observed oceans. Do you know the relation between a river and ocean? An ocean never says to river, I will engulf you, I will swallow you because I am the ocean. Never, never, never ever. Ocean always takes from the rivers and small streams, means takes knowledge, takes that life to maintain the existence of ocean. And a river never says to ocean that I am giving you something because of me, you are still there. So when they are connected, that relationship between ocean and a river is everlasting. Means we are just cooperating and giving to each other and learning from each other in this world. If that principle we keep in our mind, so we can become a brand of ourselves, a version of ourselves, because that is my topic today, which I have to speak here. So once again, salute to Nair sir and salute to Nalini ma'am, Yelena ma'am, and our Rania ma'am. Thank you very much. A powerful personal brand is not how many people know who you are, but how many people became better when you are with them. Means impact. That impact matters. Your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. That is the main thing which we have to keep in our mind. In today's world, which is increasingly connected and competitive, personal branding is no longer a luxury for celebrities, entrepreneurs, and influencers. It is an essential dimension of personal and professional leadership. Whether we are educators, teachers, administrators, social workers, artists, or professionals, each of us already building a personal brand intentionally or unintentionally. A powerful personal brand is not carefully designed image created for public approval. It is the visible expression of our values, our sanskar, our good manners, our character, our competence, our purpose, and contribution. It is the reputation that grows from the intersections of what we behave, what we believe, what we do, and the impact we create. In its deepest sense, personal branding is the art of becoming known for something meaningful. Something meaningful. Every powerful brand begins with the clarity, self awareness. Self awareness is the starting point of authentic personal branding. Without it, branding becomes imitation. We just begin to copy the language, the style, and the success and the strategies of others, forgetting that our greatest competitive advantage is our uniqueness. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. A powerful personal brand does not require us to become someone else. It requires us to become the best and the most authentic version of ourselves. Our experiences, our values, our sanskar, knowledge, and perspectives create a story that no one else can replicate. The goal is not to create a perfect image, but to communicate an authentic identity with clarity and confidence. In the age of social media, it is tempting to believe that personal branding is about photographs, followers, likes, views, awards, and online visibility. But visibility without credibility is a temporary, and popularity without character is fragile. Character is higher than intellect. A reputation may be visible, but character is its foundation. So the most powerful personal brands are built on integrity. They keep promises, they take responsibilities, they give respect, they treat people with respect, they remain grounded when they get success, and resilient when they fail. A person may become famous overnight, but a trusted reputation takes years to build. So build a high character that your brand can honestly represent. Authenticity alone is not enough. A powerful personal brand must also be supported by competence. In a rapidly changing world, yesterday's knowledge cannot guarantee tomorrow's relevance. And today, technology is redefining our professional life. Continuous learning is a necessity, very, very essential today now. So we should always keep learning. Life, live as if you were to die tomorrow, and learn as if you were to live forever. These beautiful lines are said by Mahatma Gandhi. So we are required to learn from these lines. Whether you are a teacher or leader or professional, your personal brand becomes stronger when your expertise solves real problems of life and creates a real value. A powerful personal brand says, I do not merely speak about excellence, I practice it. So personal branding is not a one-day task. It is the result of hundreds of small actions repeated over time. The way we speak, the way we work, the way we respond to challenges, the way we treat people and fulfill commitments all contribute to our reputation. We are what we repeatedly do, and excellence then is not an act but a habit. The consistency creates a recognizable identity. If people consistently experience honesty from us, so they associate us with the integrity. If they consistently receive valuable knowledge from us, they see us as a resource. So your brand is built not by what you promise once, but by what you demonstrate repeatedly. The most influential educators share knowledge. The most respected leaders develop people. The most admired professionals solve problems. The most memorable individuals make a positive difference. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It is said by Mahatma Gandhi. The true power of personal brand lies in the value it creates for others. If your knowledge helps someone learn, if your encouragement helps someone continue, if your leaders help someone grow, if your example helps someone believe in themselves, so you are building a brand that goes beyond visibility. And you are building impact. Today, our digital identity is an extension of our personal or professional identity. But digital visibility comes with the responsibility, and we are required to keep in our mind that with great power comes great responsibility. A meaningful digital brand should educate, inspire, inform, connect, create value. The objective should not be to become viral. Our objective should be to become valuable, as our Nalli ma'am has mentioned here. Facts inform, but stories connect. Every powerful personal brand has a story of struggle, transformation, innovations, learning, or resilience. So people do not connect only with the what we have achieved. They connect with why it matters. The most inspiring personal brands communicate possibility. They tell people, I face challenges, I learned, I grew, and you can grow now, and you can grow too. So for educators, personal branding carries a special responsibility as we are the teachers and we are the educators here. A teacher's personal brand is not built merely through degrees, designations, or awards. It is built through the lives the teacher has touched. Students may forget the content of the syllabus, content of the lessons, but they never forget their teachers who believed in them. And a visionary educator becomes known for creating curiosity, nurturing confidence, respecting diversity, and inspiring lifelong learning. A powerful personal brand ultimately becomes bigger than the individual. It lives in the people we mentor, the ideas we share, the change we create. The greatest use of a life is to spend it for something that outlasts life. So, building a powerful personal brand is a long journey of intentional self development. It begins with the self awareness, grows through competence, gains strength through consistency, earns trust through integrity, expands through communications, and ultimately becomes meaningful through contributions. So, the most powerful personal brand is one that is authentic, credible, consistent, valuable, and purposeful. So, in the end, I would like to say build your name with a high character, build your expertise with learning, build your reputation with consistency, and build your influence with the service, and build your legacy with purpose. And that is the art of becoming unforgettable in the people for all the right reasons. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nair sir. Thank you, Nalli ma'am. Thank you, Yelna ma'am. Thank you, Akash sir. And thank you, everybody, to everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Kamal Lohani sir, this is your best oration, and today you are not here as a speaker. Today you are here as an orator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The
Thank you.
way you have spoken, the way you have mixed the words, the authority you have, the confidence you have, and
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
the examples, the examples you gave, that makes your speech and yourself, in fact, extraordinary. It was
Thank you, sir.
indeed
Thank you.
an exclusive oration delivered by you, sir. I sincerely appreciate and I can
Thank you.
understand the efforts it need to have such high level oration. So I
Thank you. Thank you,
congratulate
sir.
you for this
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
outstanding. And you talked about mini habits, consistency, formation of character, and branding. It is in fact, it takes energy, enthusiasm, and many a times when we feel like I don't want to do, but you do, means you are disciplined.
Thank
So
you,
it
sir.
is
Thank you.
outstanding articulation. And Yelena ma'am has been part and parcel of this talk show. And she is from very
Absolutely.
beginning.
Absolutely.
So I will not conclude. I will give this responsibility to Yelena ma'am.
Thank you. Very
She
good.
will
Very good.
conclude.
Welcome.
Yes. Ma'am will conclude.
Session, you, Your Excellency, Dr. Naki Traza, big thinker, very important for ABCD family. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for our summit too. Thank you very much, Akash Baba. Thank you. Thank you, colleague, friends, and like Bert. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Now
Namaste.
session to come. Yeah, namaste ma'am. Our session comes to an end. And my sincere gratitude to Akash Babat sir, ABCD International Family, Nalini ma'am, Yelena ma'am, and my friend Lohani sir. You have been doing wonderfully well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We concluded. Thank you very much.
Thank you.